Hey there, basketball fanatics. Welcome to Hoop Hysteria, where we're about to dissect one of the most intense showdowns of the season, the epic Game 5 clash between the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Clippers. If you're anything like me, the pre-game expectations had the Clippers loaded with star power and riding high on a 2-1 series lead poised for dominance. Instead, they now find themselves teetering on the edge of elimination, a dramatic twist that no one saw coming. The basketball gods have thrown us a curveball, and the series hangs in the balance. Before we dive into the strategic breakdown, let's relive every heart-stopping moment of it. While Kawhi Leonard's signature mid-range game kept LA right in the mix, Westbrook's blistering speed and relentless drives paired perfectly with Jokic's masterful playmaking, propelling the Nuggets to a commanding 35-23 lead heading into the set. And just when it seemed the Clippers might close the gap, Westbrook and Gordon emerged as unlikely heroes. Their late-quarter heroics pushed Denver's lead to 99-83 heading into the final frame. With momentum firmly in the Nuggets' favor, Leonard took over, leading a thrilling 17-4 charge that sliced the deficit to single digits. Just as it seemed LA might complete the miraculous comeback, and handing Denver a crucial series victory. Looking back at this series, the narrative couldn't have been more different. The Clippers, with their star-studded lineup featuring James Harden and Kawhi Leonard in peak form, were the clear favorites. Meanwhile, the Nuggets appeared to rely almost entirely on the brilliance of Nikola Jokic, with question marks looming over their solutions. As I predicted in a previous video, the Nuggets' success hinged on more than just Jokic's heroics. Even if the reigning MVP dropped 50 points, without contributions from the rest of the roster, especially the bench, Denver's championship dreams were at risk. Their early struggles, with the bench combining for a meager 4 or 6 points in previous games, were a stark reminder of just how crucial depth can be in the playoffs. In this pivotal showdown, the Clippers rolled the dice with a bold strategy, deploying James Harden to shadow Nikola Jokic for extended stretches. The plan was clear: disrupt the lethal Murray-Jokic pick-and-roll partnership while keeping Ivica Zubac anchored in the paint to protect the rim and dominate the boards. To their credit, the scheme showed promise initially, but on this fateful night, the Nuggets' shooting caught fire in spectacular fashion. With a blistering 60% conversion rate on long twos and a red-hot 52% from beyond the arc, Denver erupted for over 140 points per 100 possessions. Faced with such offensive onslaught, the Clippers had no choice but to engage in a high-octane shootout. Unfortunately, LA's offense sputtered badly. Only Chris Dunn and Bogdan Bogdanovic found their range from deep. The rest of the team combined to shoot a dismal 4 of 17 from 3. To make matters worse, they missed 10 free throws, effectively shooting themselves in the foot during this crucial offensive battle. For the Nuggets, Russell Westbrook emerged as the game's true wild card. Coming off the bench, he delivered a vintage performance, erupting for 21 points while knocking down 3 of 6 three-pointers. Who could have predicted that this former MVP, long written off as past his prime, would suddenly recapture his old magic? His spark off the bench proved to be the X-factor Denver desperately needed. And then there was Jamal Murray, whose explosive 43-point, 5-rebound, 7-assist outing blindsided the Clippers' defense. Even with Jokic scoring a relatively modest 13 points, the Nuggets cruised to a 16-point victory. With his supporting cast firing on all cylinders, Jokic could focus on orchestrating the offensive role he executes with effortless mastery. In stark contrast, Harden's slump has a huge impact over the Clippers' defeat. In the most crucial game of the series, he looked completely out of sorts, managing just 11 points on a paltry 9 shot attempts. As one of the team's cornerstone players, fans expected him to rise to the occasion, making his underwhelming performance all the more disappointing. Because Leonard's performance is relatively stable, there is no need to worry about the superstar's condition on both offense and defense, and Leonard can also take over the game at critical moments. But in other periods, Harden, as the team's main point guard, must shoulder the offensive responsibility. In addition to scoring himself, he also has to organize the team's offense to ensure that the Clippers have enough offensive firepower. As for the team's overall defense, there is no need to worry too much. Leonard is one of the best active frontline defenders, and Chris Dunn is also an excellent wing defensive player. The Clippers still have a lot of room for adjustment. Now they need Harden to break the doubts and stand up to save the team. While statistics show that teams winning Game 5 in a 2-2 series advance 82% of the time, count the Clippers out at your peril. Back to the Clippers' home court. LA still has the firepower and championship experience to turn the tide. If they can regroup, find their shooting touch, and get Harden back on track, they stand a good chance of forcing a Game 7. Given how closely contested this series has been, a do-or-die showdown in Denver now seems all but inevitable. At this point, predicting a winner is a coin toss. In my book, the series may well come down to which star Murray or Harden can elevate their game when it matters most. One thing's for sure, the next chapter in this epic battle promises more drama, more clutch plays, and plenty of basketball fireworks. That wraps up our deep dive into this instant classic. If you enjoyed the analysis, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Hoop Hysteria for more in-depth breakdowns. Until next time, basketball fans, let the countdown to the next showdown begin.